Hey guys, welcome to an all-new episode of KrawlZone. We want to take you behind the scenes to TnT Customs as they put together the all-new KrawlZone Jeep that you're going to be seeing here and in future episodes as we take you on the trail.
What's up, buddy? How you doing? Good
right.
to see you.
See you too.
Well, how's your trip?
Oh, it was good.
Yeah?
Good, yeah, I got the jacket.
Excellent. We're ready to rock and roll on this one. We just unloaded here, and then I got a few things I'll rearrange in the shop, and we'll get her right in and get her on the lift.
All right, sounds good.
Cool. You bet.
Today we are in Cheyenne, Wyoming at the home of TnT Customs. Here I've got a big orange Jeep. That's going to be the next KrawlZone Jeep. And it's going to be built here at TnT Customs by Bob Liebenhagen. How you doing, Bob?
Good, sir. How are you?
Fantastic. What are we going to do to this Jeep?
Well, we're going to start by doing some body armor, sliders, bumpers, our new rear aluminum corners. We're going to put aluminum skid plating on it so that you guys can be in the forefront of the crowd when you're out filming. There's some track bar geometry issues. Front bumper, probably do some sliders. Do some trimming in here to clear the bigger tire that's coming. Do some trimming in here. New rear bumper for better departure angle. All right, so you kind of got a plan. Figure out what size these lug nuts are. So we got the KrawlZone Jeep in, get it in the shop, put it up on the lift. Guys are all excited to start tearing it down, and we're missing one key component. We had no lug nut key. It's no big deal. We go to the toolbox, get the master set out, and the master set doesn't fit. All right, put it on the floor. Let's run it over to the tire shop.
Well, wouldn't you know it? We can't even get the tires off. Lug nuts seem to have some funny key, and we don't happen to have one. So Bob and his crew, they're taking our team around, and hopefully we can find a way to get these tires off. I don't know if we can or not.
And hopefully our boys are having luck with a lug nut. We had to chase around town, delayed us an hour or so. No big deal. Got the wheels off, start taking things apart. Start tearing the rear bumper off. No issues there, it all came off pretty easily, set it aside. We pulled the front bumper off, unwire the winch, and couldn't get the sway bar off. It is looks to be an early production item, so we improvised and cut it out. And so adapt, overcome, move on again. So we get the sway bar off after we had to do a little creative work. The next phase was start prepping the chassis for our bumper install. We're using our Guardian line of bumpers on this particular build. When I engineered and designed the Guardian bumper, I wanted maximum approach angle. JK is a big vehicle, needs some help in when you're in tight quarters, and it has a lot of overhang both front and rear with most of the available bumpers on the market. So we sat back and looked at my Jeep a couple years ago when we started designing these, and found a way that we can remove about 4 inches of the front chassis. Assembled the Warn 9.5 XP. It's our favorite winch. It's got great line speed, got great motor power, and the bumper was kind of designed around that winch, so everything goes together real nice and easy. Slide this new bumper on, the bumper becomes an integral part of the chassis when it's done, and it tucks the winch down and under the winch tray. Another thing we find with the bigger Jeeps comes a Hemi or some V8 source. Cooling becomes an issue, so we wanted the bumper completely out of the way of airflow. So the winch tucks down under the grill, have to remove some of the frame. We give you a metal template. It's really easy to put on. It bolts into the factory sway bar location, tells you right where you got to cut, draw the lines out, cut the frame off. It's that easy. So once we get to the rear of the Jeep, got the rear bumper off, same thing, got our metal templates out that we supply, bolt them in. We just had to do a little trim work in the back. We take about 2.5 inches off the frame, change the angle a little bit, so we can really tuck our Guardian bumper up nice and tight to the Jeep, get it, so you gain some approach angle. So we're at the end of day one, we're cleaning up. We're getting ready for day two, which is slider install, corner install, flare install, and some new light install. So we're gonna have to do some wiring and doctor some things up there.
Now, in addition to TnT Customs, there are a lot of great companies and individuals who have helped keep us on the trail, and we'd like to take this moment to recognize them. Thank you.
Hey there, I'm Fred Castro with 212 Performance Gloves. This is our brand new line of touchscreen gloves. We've got high dexterity, touchscreen compatible, works in hot conditions, cold conditions, anytime. We've also got our grip version. Grips 3 to 4 times the strength of a normal grip, and also has touchscreen capabilities, the best on the trail and on the job site.
Hi, I'm Pat Hickman. I'm the president of Rock Smasher Engineering. This is our latest product. It's called the two-way air system. It's designed to air up and air down all your tires at the same time. So we built this so that you could do everything in one shot. To air down, all you do is open the valve and it airs down all the tires together. And to air up, you just provide an air supply system, a CO2 tank, onboard air, portable compressor, whatever. It'll air up all your tires to the preset street pressure. And at that point, it opens the relief valve and it'll just hold your tires at that pressure till you get back to it and turn it off.
We start slider install. First thing we noticed, the Jeep had sliders installed previously, so there's a few nut zerks already installed. Luckily, they're not in our bolt pattern, and we kind of did that on purpose. We checked all the market because, nut zerks are what nut zerks are. They're in. So made sure everything was going to clear, started fitting everything, drilled several holes, installed several nut zerks. It's kind of a 3 or 4 phase install. So it's on and off and on and off. Once you get all your nut zerks installed, we got the rocker covers themselves put on. And then the second part of that install is the actual Guardian slider. So we got the Guardian sliders installed. They're real simple. They slip over some studs. You put some nuts in, put the body mount bolts back in, you got really cool sliders. So the next thing we had on the list is our corner install. Mask the back of the Jeep out to set your cut template. Made the cuts. We have to relieve part of the body to install our corners. We use a recessed taillight, so there again, maximum trail performance. So to make room for that assembly, part of the body has to get cut out. So we made the cuts, fit the corners, everything looked good. Start drilling some holes. There again, we're back putting some nut zerks in. Pretty straightforward. corners are all installed, everything fits real nice. We put our license plate light / CB antenna mount, and that was pretty much a wrap for that part of the install. So on this Jeep and this particular project, we chose to use the Poison Spider aluminum flare. Started the install, it's pretty straightforward. Couple of bolt placement, they're a little tough to get to, but nothing a competent person can't get done. We modified the front flares slightly for our style. We moved the marker light into the grill assembly instead of into the flare. It's just a cleaner look. The rear flare went pretty straightforward. We had one nutsert spin out on us, so we had to fix that. For the most part, that project went straightforward.
Hey guys, thank you for joining us for another exciting episode of KrawlZone. Thank you, Bob and Mary, for putting together such a great rig for us. Well, I'm going wheeling. I'm not saying anything else.